Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rooster Teeth Podcast.
Welcome to the
This
Rooster
week
Teeth Podcast.
with Gus
Kerry.
Barbara.
Bernie.
and Gus.
Hey, look at that.
And our sponsors, of course, Braintree. Over there, Casper. And on it, Alpha Brain.
On it, the
What?
friendly.
My coin came in the mail. So this is my programmable credit card.
That's a card, silly.
Is it? Yeah.
Not a coin.
It's a coin. See? This is something I pre-ordered on Kickstarter like a year and a half ago, and Gus and I were convinced that after Apple Pay was announced, they just were like gonna like
Give up.
disappear and run. But it's cool. You
so
can like
you and I ordered them.
program it with different cards.
Let's just put everything in there.
You put all your different cards
Does it
in
say the entire number when you click the button?
No, it just
Or
the
just-
last
oh, okay,
four
just
digits,
the
but I'm
last
still
four
very careful about it.
Yeah.
You
let
and
me
I
hide
ordered
that.
them at about the same time.
Did you see
And
that?
after you got yours, I was so angry that
Can't see
I contacted them and I asked them when I was going to get mine. End of August.
Wow.
Ashley, when's yours coming? She's doing a little shimmy
This
too.
month. You look like a sim when you do that dance.
She's doing a little shimmy dance.
Like one of the programmed
Little
dance.
simmy dance.
Here, so I'll try to show this in the best way that I can. So basically, this is it, and you see this it's got a little display here, and then you've got this button where you just hit, and you can store like up to 8 credit cards in it, and then it reprograms the magnetic strip.
Is
and
that
you
like
do it.
e-paper?
What?
Is that e-paper? What is the
The little
screen?
display?
Yeah.
Oh, you
does it
can look
feel
at it. It looks like
No, it's a
little
credit
bit.
card,
It
dude.
feels like I thought it would be
Jesus.
thicker.
It's a
for some
coin.
reason.
Get your head
No,
out of your
yeah,
ass.
I gotta say, and everywhere, just about everywhere that I've used it, it's worked. So I have to say that we gave that thing a lot of shit, and when it showed up, it's actually pretty cool.
Now you just need your vessel.
Do you ever
and
use
all
that?
done.
Yeah, I would be jealous.
Do you ever use your Apple Pay?
I do. Remember, did we hear when we told the story when I did it with Gavin and Dan, and they laughed at me because I still had to sign,
Oh, right.
and then we lost our markers
Lost
for the
your
day.
markers.
Yeah, and I had to walk
Oh,
back.
I'm sorry, my beer.
So stupid.
You know, it's funny you talk about high school because we were talking at the Monday meeting today about how I met Kerry for the first time. Because today is Kerry's 5th anniversary as an employee of the company.
Yay.
There's
Congratulations.
actually very few people that have hit that milestone.
Yeah,
it's
shit.
It's the 5 original guys.
Jack and Brandon also.
Jack, Brandon, Monty hit 5 years, and then Yvonne as well has 5 years of service.
What about Chris Damaris?
I think he's very close.
He was October of the same
Yeah.
year that was.
Yeah, he's very, very
So,
close.
oh,
Yeah.
wow. You predate Damaris?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Demers is doing like contract stuff, but in terms of like full time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've always been, even when I was doing the Game Time series and I talked to people about how they got their job at the company, I was always so reluctant to talk to Kerry because the way Kerry essentially got introduced to Rooster Teeth was
Oh, God.
he was going, I know,
Oh.
he was going to high school
It was
in San Antonio.
Not me.
And I was
Not
working
me.
a booth. I was at PAX Prime. I was working a booth selling T-shirts and signing stuff. And this kid who said he was like, 16,
Yeah.
but you look like you were 12, he came up to the booth. He's like, hey, I came from San Antonio. I go, why'd you come meet me in Seattle if you're from San Antonio, which is like 45 minutes south of here, so it's south of
I thought
Austin.
you guys would turn me away.
And he had a mentorship at his high
Could
school.
you imagine?
And he comes up and he says, the sweet kid, he goes, hey, I have a mentorship at my high school, and I have to select somebody I'd like to be my mentor to help me like learn about business and stuff like that.
Industry, yeah.
Yeah, industry and all that. He goes, and I'd like for you to do it. And I went, nope. He goes, oh, okay. Okay. Then he left, and he came back the next day. And he goes, so I thought I'd talk to you about the mentorship thing again. And I was like, this just sounds like I really don't have a lot of time. I won't have a lot of time for it. I just can't do it. He goes, okay. He came back third time, and he was like, I just want to check one more time when we do the mentorship thing. I said, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'll do the mentorship. I'm not going to drive to San Antonio. I'm not going to write any reports. If there's any like interview stuff, you're just going to make up all my answers about how cool you are. And that's it. And I'll talk. What I say, I'll talk to you on the phone.
No, it was like I offered up like, hey, I have my phone number. I have Xbox Live. I can talk to you while you're playing a game. You're like, here's my AIM. I will talk to you over AIM. That's it. I was like, I'll take it. I'm done. We're good.
And then, so we did that for like, I think like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
And then Kerry,
Hi.
Kerry came up to Austin, and he worked on reconstruction.
No, I worked on I worked on a short. Like I just showed up and did the Chain of Thought short.
Yeah.
I just worked on that, and then
In the Congress office.
Yeah.
Where we had the blue mural on the wall.
and I was helping Joel with some commercials too. And then when I started, it was season 8
Yeah.
was when I started. And, like you guys were just starting it when I came.
I guess
aboard.
Brandon would have been around like reconstruction.
Yeah, I think that's when he came in.
Yeah. Would have been that time. And so Kerry's now been with us for 5 years as of today.
So, Kerry,
Hello.
you were his mentee
Yes.
for 4 or 5
Protege.
months.
Protege is the word.
You were his protege for 4 to 5 months.
Menti sounds like
What did you
Mentos.
learn in those 4 to 5 months?
I learned that when someone says that they're busy, they are actually busy, and that you need to leave them alone sometimes.
Was not a smokescreen.
Yeah,
But you got your job.
I did, so it worked out.
So the moral of the story is, if Burnie tells you no at a convention,
Nope.
come back every day.
No, those days are gone. Yeah, those days are gone. That's like the like the monks, at the monastery where you learn about martial arts. And you have to go back 3 times and wait outside.
I was thinking Fight Club, like where you make some wait on
I
the
think that's
floor.
where he got it from in Fight Club. I think I might be mixing up Fight Club and a Tibetan monastery.
The other weird story I saw that I actually just saw a little earlier today was it's kind of disturbing. 3 soccer players for Leicester City, which is in the Premier League. The Premier League just wrapped up, so the owners of Leicester City are Thai and they live in Thailand. So the team went out there to celebrate the end of the season, and 3 of the players were involved in a racist orgy.
Try to explain that before
Racist orgy?
having the explanation.
I would assume that there's a very strict, like cutoff of like who can be involved. There's
Okay.
like a line, and you could you walk up, and they're like, no.
Or maybe some dude just goes, man, fuck all the Mexicans. Maybe that's what that means. That's
I
What I'm
am.
gonna do.
maybe that's what that means.
You were pretty close.
Oh, really? Was I?
They were banging Thai prostitutes, shouting racial slurs at them while having sex with them,
What's wrong with people?
filming it, and then sending it to their friends.
What is wrong with people?
I didn't know that part.
Yeah. In fact, in one of you could see parts of the video in one of the stories, and one of the players involved was the son of the team's manager.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, that's so fucked up.
What the fuck is the
What,
point of
like,
that?
what I don't understand is why anybody would videotape evidence of something like that.
Oh, please, welcome to the world.
Like
What is
I
that?
was watching a documentary about
World stuff.
the couple who used to get a woman and torture her and rape her and film it and then kill her.
Wait,
And it-
one more time. What was this?
There was a couple
Yeah?
who used to pick up women, torture them, rape them, and then kill them.
Listen, after 27 hours without power,
And when
you're really straining for things to do.
And then they would film
So how'd you
and
break
they
your
would
foot
film
again?
The whole thing. But what I'm thinking is, if you're killing someone or doing terrible things, why are you filming this?
But those are psychotic
Yeah,
people.
they're psychotic,
It's amazing
for
what the average person will tape and then post online.
Yeah.
Record and then post online themselves. Of them doing really dumb shit. And it always comes back to haunt them. It's always stuff with animals, too. People always, record themselves doing terrible things,
Yeah.
like cruelty to animals. It's just awful.
like, do they to watch it back later?
This is the dark part of our podcast.
Yeah.
People gotta
That's
realize,
fucked
dude, that
up.
stuff doesn't go away. That stuff does not go away.
Yeah.
I think I may have asked this last time. Has anybody, and this is kind of dark, has anybody hurt somebody or killed themselves on Periscope yet?
Oh. No. Wow.
Not that I heard about.
I'm just curious.
You gave everyone the idea, Kerry.
Don't do that. I'm just saying, I feel like,
Witnessing a live.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure
stream
people
or something
stuff gets like that posted to YouTube all the time, and they just don't put it up.
Yeah.
But it's a little hard to monitor the live stuff. I don't know.
I guess someone could probably do it, I mean, if somebody did that, they probably would want to do it for attention.
Yeah, they
Probably
would. Yeah.
bigger ways to do it. I mean,
That's true.
Periscope's not really that big.
I guess that's
think-
true.
yeah.
Yeah. You'd have to have the followers to do it. which is
Yeah,
fine.
but it's like anything. You know what I mean? It's just it's another platform for people.
That's
Yeah.
also like,
That's how you get the followers. Watch me on my crime spree.
watch me kill everybody.
There's a guy we know, a guy we used to work for, who's kind of an old school Texas guy, and his brother-in-law
laptops.
had a laptop, and he said, "My thing, the little mouse pointer in the middle of the keyboard doesn't work." He goes, "What is that thing called?" And the guy we know goes, "Oh, that's called the clitoris." So he brings it into the fucking laptop repair shop. He
Oh,
goes,
God.
My clitoris is busted.
Oh, God.
It's
like a
So
fucking
this
trainer.
guy didn't actually know what a clitoris was.
No, they were pretty old school guys. They probably had no fucking clue.
Wow.
Oh, God.
That's impressive.
He's like, I finally found it. It's right there. It's broken.
But there's stuff. There's
Just wiggle
stuff.
it.
Between J and K or whatever. the
But
fuck
there's
it is.
also stuff on the human body that's named after real things. There's a shaft in a car, but you would never associate that as sometimes you apply words to things.
I
that-
can't think of any other example.
There's a shaft like the character.
What?
I guess lip and then lip of a shoe or tongue.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
there's-
can't think of anything else.
Well, it's just different stuff that applies to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
Yeah. So,
Sorry, I went.
cock.
All right.
Sorry, I have a message on my nipple. 1 second.
Like you say, look, what's that animal called? Oh, it's a cock. You'd be like, oh, if somebody fell for that. It'd be stupid. It's like what's
there's-
that bird walking around? That's huge throbbing boner. Okay, it's like then they go in the vet. Hey, I got a problem with my huge throbbing.
Why didn't
boner."
they name an
Boner.
animal?
It crows all morning long.
Oh,
It wakes me up.
I just spit something out. I don't know.
the more you play with it, the more it blossoms. It's just kind of opens up.
Fucking A, Gus. Guess what?
What?
Guess what?
I'm afraid.
we talked about on the
Sound like a
podcast.
signal.
We talked about on the podcast a couple weeks ago, maybe,
Butts?
about how cool a puzzle room is. You remember that?
Oh, right.
Escape rooms.
Yeah.
We're like, there's one in Austin. We should totally do that.
Yeah.
Fucking Barbara goes to a goddamn puzzle room this weekend, and she doesn't invite us.
I did not organize it.
I
Who
saw
organized it?
There were two.
Fucking out them.
What
It
I
was-
think
In
were
that
random
group? It was
people in the
Cole.
background.
Was it Cole?
It was cool.
Cole, I was wondering how you got invited. Now I know. Should have been able to figure that one out.
You've been to one before. We had never done it.
Who were those two random people? Were they with you all,
The
or were
two
they
girls?
just? Yeah.
Nadia, who's Josh's girlfriend, and
Okay.
then there's girl Kayseri, who is.
I was like,
with
I know
Chris.
their space because I don't know who those two people are.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, Cole and I are friends, and he didn't invite me.
Yo, really?
Yeah.
Ice Cole.
We
We talk about
Ice
meme.
Cole.
We talk about Mimos all the time.
There's only 10 spots, and we actually came with 11 people. But the
You're right.
people,
That did make me feel better. Made me realize I'm not friends with Cole. So thank you.
To be also fair, I probably would have said no.
yeah.
So I was playing Splatoon.
We figured.
I was playing Splatoon.
I think
You're a
yes, the
kid.
people who you knew
You're a
would say yes.
squid.
But it was
How was it?
It was a blast.
Yeah.
The people at the puzzle room in the one we went to, which is the puzzle room ATX, they knew Rooster Teeth. So
Next, we probably fucking sent a million people there.
So what was your time limit?
we had an hour.
Real quick, for those of you who didn't hear the previous podcast where we talked about this, escape room is where they lock you in a room and you have to solve like real world puzzles to get out. Like, can you just say? I guess you can't say. Like in mine, I went to, there was a rug where there was a combination to the safe on the bottom of the rug, but you had to fold two parts of the rug together to see it. So,
There was nothing really quite like that.
no.
Not that I know of.
Was
I
it
mean,
more like Saw?
what we did, we got in there, and there was 11 of us, so we all spread out. It was not a big room, so there's only so many places you could go, and everyone's
Sure.
voice is traveling, so people kind of focused in little corners. And everyone kind of solved all the puzzles around them, like the little ones.
Yeah.
And apparently, we actually did that one of the fastest times that they've ever seen. We finished all the puzzles
They watch you do
in
this.
There was a woman in there with us.
Oh, in there with you.
Yeah, so she
Interesting.
could give you clues in case you're stuck or anything like that.
Nah, man. They need
Bullshit.
They need
That's
other
cheating.
technology, man.
But
Let the
yeah, we didn't have
robots do something.
walkie-talkies or anything like that.
Lazy ass robots.
No robots in there. But we finished all the puzzles except the last puzzle in 33 minutes. And
Really?
so it took us like almost 20 minutes to finish the last puzzle, which is the only puzzle that all of us had to work together on.
But then when you get
That's
the key and you
where-
get out, you're like, yeah.
Oh, we were so pumped.
Yeah.
We were so pumped.
It's a lot of fun. These escape rooms are a lot of fun.
And we were looking at the wall of all the people who had beaten it before, and so many of the time codes on them were 59:59.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I think what they do is if you're
Over.
if you're putting in the code for the last thing,
Uh-huh.
if you're in the process of typing it in, they like give
Oh, I
that
see.
to you.
Nah, bullshit.
I know.
This is like a fucking robot move.
So
we
many-
wanted to beat like the record, but we were 4 minutes off from.
Oh,
beating the
no
record.
kidding.
So
Yeah.
what's stopping
Go
you from
back
just-
and do it again.
Yeah, what's stopping you from doing it in like 10
Just
minutes?
destroy it.
now?
I know, right? Well,
Dignity?
Hey,
it's not fun that way.
Yeah.
let's go do this.
Sure.
Let's go fucking
Let's go
do
break.
it.
Let's go destroy their
It'd be
record.
so much fun.
Hey, you know who
look.
we should invite? Robots.
Barbara the robot.
Can we bring one Roomba? Just one.
Just so we can abuse it. Just so we can like kick it when we're frustrated and like step on it and hold it down so it can't clean and be like, why?
That's all I want to do.
Somebody sent me a link to a Reddit discussion where they found in New York, they found our winter photo of me and Freddie and the other guys we
saw
were
that.
with. And the conversation was like, oh, are those the two worthless assholes that were with him? Because apparently I called them two worthless assholes. But in my defense, they were worthless assholes. in there. And but I'm so afraid they're gonna find those two guys and go, hey, this guy called you a worthless.
Were they just
asshole."
random people?
They're two random dudes.
John Reisinger said that he wanted to fuck it up for everybody right at the end because someone has to enter a code, and if you enter it incorrectly, it freezes for I think 2 minutes.
It's like an iPhone.
We
and
had
you
something
do
like
the
that
code.
as well. We had something like that too.
And so he wanted to swoop in while we were typing it and just like press like a button. And I was fucking pissed.
Have you ever done that to somebody? The iPhone code, like if you do too many times, it'll lock you out for a while.
No, I like doing this thing to Gavin where if he's on his phone, I just go like this and press whatever
press
he's looking
buttons,
at.
yeah.
But I don't think I've ever fucked up his
Gavin
that.
has gotten to the point where he learned it immediately. Like if he shows me a text, like I'm always like I can't read it, and like he'll give me the text, and then no matter who it is, like that he's showing me the text from, I step in. I've always loved you, and then send. And I went to do it. Like I said, let me see. I said I can't see it. And I grabbed it and I started typing. He had taken a screenshot
Yeah.
of the text, and I was like typing like on nothing. And it's like, oh, he learned so quickly.
That's like that wallpaper trick where you would like screenshot all the icons and then like turn off the icons and make that
Yeah.
wallpaper.
I've seen
That's pretty
people.
fucking amazing.
I've seen people do that with monitors, and it's like the freak out videos of people thinking their monitor's broken.
Yep. And have fun. We're
Shake
still here.
Shack.
I love you. Bye.
I just like you a lot. I want to take these stones.